Hello students, welcome back to the last video of this playlist. So in this video we will be solving the last question of P4 January 2024 paper. So let's get started. If you see question number 9, if I give a short review on question number 9, basically question number 9 is from differentiation of your P4 syllabus. To be more specific, the concepts of differentiation that will be required in this question number 9 are parametric differentiation, okay, how to find out the equation of a tangent, and also the chain rule. Okay, fine. So let's get started with the question number 9, the last question of this playlist. Okay. You can see figure 4. There is a figure given, and on this figure there is a parametric curve C has been sketched there. So the parameters are given. The parameters for curve C are given: x equals to sec t and y equals to square root of 3 tan t plus pi over 3. The range of possible values for t is given. Fine. Now we need to find out, using parametric differentiation, that the derivative of this parametric curve in terms of what? T. So concept of parametric differentiation. Let's see. How can we differentiate using parametric differentiation? Look. In parametric differentiation, what we do? At first write x equals to sec t, right? X equals to sec t. And then there you go, it is what? Y equals to, the y parameter is y equals to square root of 3 tan square root of 3 tan what? It's tan t plus pi over 3. T plus pi over 3. Okay. Now we need to differentiate, right, both x and y simultaneously. So dx over dt with respect to t we will be differentiating. So what's the derivative of sec t? Maximum of students don't know the derivative of sec t. No problem, it will be given in the formula booklet. So try to use the 100% use of the formula booklet that will be given in your exam. Okay. So for sec t you will go to P3, and then you can easily find out the derivative of sec x is there. It is sec x tan x. So the derivative of what? Sec t would be sec t tan t. Okay. It will be sec t tan t. Okay. And now the derivative of y is what? Dy over dt. It would be what? Square root of 3, and then derivative of tan x is what? Derivative of tan x is sec square x. It is also given in the formula booklet. Okay. But it's not only tan x, it is basically a composite trigonometric term. So in that case you need to use chain rule. Okay. So the derivative of tan x is sec squared t plus pi over 3, and since it is chain rule, so we need to differentiate the part within the bracket. So if you differentiate the part within the bracket, you will get what? Just 1. Okay. So its derivative is square root of 3 sec square t plus pi over 3. Pi over what? 3. Fine. Now for parametric differentiation we need what? Dy over dx, right? dy over dx. So dy over dx can be written as dy over dt over dx over dt. So in that case it would be what? Square root of 3 sec square what? T plus pi over 3 pi over 3 over what? Dx over dt. This is sec t tan t. Okay, that's it. We got the we got the derivative of what? The parametric curve C in terms of t. That's the answer. For 3 marks, you don't need to simplify it anymore. Okay, now for part B. Find an equation for the tangent to C at the point where t equals to pi over 3. We need to find out the equation of what? Tangent. So basically we know that a tangent intersects a curve at a single point, isn't it? So, and we know that a tangent has the same gradient as of curve at the point of intersection, right? So if we just substitute t equals to pi over 3 into the equation of the derivative of the curve, we will get the gradient of that tangent at that point. Fine. So let's figure it out. We need, okay, since tangent is a straight line, for finding an equation for a straight line, we need a gradient. We need the gradient and the coordinates of a point that lies on the line, isn't it? Okay, so since the parameter for t is given, so we can easily find out the gradient at t equals to what? T equals to what? Pi over 3. At t equals to pi over 3, what would be the derivative? Dy over what? Dx. This is equals to what? Dy over dx. This is, just put pi over 3 into the equation. So pi over 3 plus pi over 3, that means 2 pi over 3, that is sec 120 degree whole squared, right? So sec 120 degree is just the opposite of what? 1 over cos what? 2 pi over 3. So what's the value of cos 2 pi over 3? The value of cos 2 pi over 3 is what? Half, right? So since it is 1 over half, it will become 2. So 2 square is what? 4. 4 square root of 3 on the numerator. 4. You can use your calculator. 4 square root of 3 over what? It would be sec t tan 3. So sec pi over 3 is what? Sec 60 degree, right? Pi over 3 is 60 degree. So sec 60 degree is what? 1 over cos 60 degree, which is 1 over half. 1 over half is what? 2. And tan 60 degree is what? Tan 60 degrees square root of 3. So we got the gradient, which is root 3 cancels from numerator and the denominator. You will get just 2. So we got the gradient of the what? We got the gradient of the tangent, that is 2. One of the step is done. Next is finding the coordinates of a point that lies on the tangent. So we know the parameter t equals to what? T equals to pi over 3. Pi over 3. So use this parameter to find out the x coordinate. What would be the x coordinate? Let's see the x parameter. That is sec t. Sec pi over 3 is basically sec 60 degree. So sec 60 degree is 1 over cos 60. Cos that would be 2. And y coordinate would be, what would be the y coordinate? It would be what? Pi over 3 plus pi over 3, that is tan 120 degree. Tan 120 degree and the value of what? Tan 60 degree is equal to so tan 60 is what? Square root of 3. But it will be negative square root of 3, right? So negative square root of 3 times square root of 3, that would give you just negative 3. Okay, just negative 3. So we got the x coordinate, the y coordinate, and also the gradient. We have all the data, right? Now just the equation. So equation, for finding the equation, equation would be what? What would be the equation? Y minus y1. So y plus 3 equals to m. The gradient is what? 2 times x minus x1. They wanted in the form of y equals to mx plus c, straight line equation. So y equals to twice of x minus 4 minus 3, that is minus 7. And that's the equation of the tangent. Done. Next is what? Part C. For part C, they asked that show that all points on C, curve C, satisfy the equation this. We need to derive the Cartesian equation for the curve, for the parametric curve C. So, for converting parametric equation into a Cartesian equation, definitely you know the process. The process is what? We need to make what? We need to make t subject from the parameters. But in this case, there is some complexities. What complexities? Here you can see that these are trigonometric terms. So in that case, it will be difficult to make t the subject. So what we can do here? We can use the trigonometric formulas to eliminate t from here. Make sense? We will use trigonometric formulas to eliminate t from this equation. Now, how can we do that? Let's see. That's the important point. Okay, so we need to eliminate t from here. So for eliminating t from here, at first, what we can do is that at first try to simplify, try to expand, not simplify, try to expand the parameter y. So parameter y is given as what? Parameter for part C, parameter y is given as what? Square root of 3 10 t plus pi over 3. So use the double angle formula, is given in the formula booklet. Okay. Use that double angle formula, 10a plus 10b over 1 minus 10a 10b. Okay. So 10a here is what? It's t. So 10t plus what? 10b. 10b is in this case, what's the value of 10b? It's 10 pi over 3, that is tan 60 degree, which is nothing but square root of 3 only. And then 1 minus 10a 10b. So the value for 10b is what? Again square root of 3. So that would be square root of 3 10 t. Let's have a check whether my equation is correct or not. The equation is what? 10a plus 10b over 1 minus 10a 10b. Okay, so we got the perfect equation. Now our work is to what? Okay, multiply. If you multiply square root of 3, what you will get? Square root of 3 10t 10t plus what? Plus 3 over 1 minus square root of 3 10t. Fine. Now we need to eliminate 10t from here, right? So in order to eliminate 10t, what we can do? We will use the x parameter. X parameter is what? X equals to sec t. X equals to what? Sec t. So what we can do? Can you like guess what would be my next step? We will square both sides. Why am I squaring both sides? We know that a trigonometric formula. Sec square t minus tan square t, this is equals to what? 1. So we can use this identity, this equation, we can use this equation to what? Make sec square t to tan square t. So sec square t minus tan square t, this is what? 1. So 1 plus tan square t, right? 1 plus tan square t. So tan square t. Fine. Okay. So from here we can make tan t the subject. If you make tan t the subject, what you will get? If you make tan t the subject, what you will get? X squared minus 1 whole square root. Square root of what? X minus 1. Now, most of the students get confused here, whether we should put plus or whether we should put minus or plus minus. No tension, just try to understand one concept here. Whether it will be positive or negative, it depends on the what? On the range of values of t. Look, the range of values of t is between pi over 2 and pi over 6. If you consider it on the cast diagram, this range of values, it lies on the first quadrant where all trigonometric identities are, all trigonometric ratios are positive. So definitely the value should be what? Positive. Now we need to just put the value of tan t into this equation. So what you will get? You will get square root of in place of tan t, you will get square root of 3 times square root of x minus 1. So square root of 3x minus 3, okay, plus 3 over what? 1 minus square root of 3x minus what? 3. Fine. So what we got there? Square root of 3x minus 3 plus 3 over 1 minus square root of 3x minus 3. Fine. Okay. Oh, okay. So we need to have x. It is what? It was x squared, not x. Okay. It should be x squared. X squared. Okay. Now let's see the question. Square root of 3x squared minus 3. We are almost closer, but not the closest. We need to simplify it more, isn't it? There is 3x squared, but we don't have any x squared in the numerator. So what we can do now? Let's multiply the top and bottom by the conjugate pair, because they have eliminated the square root. So the only way we can eliminate the square root is what? Multiplying by the conjugate pair. So 1 square a square minus what? B squared. It would be 3x squared minus 3. Okay. So what we need to multiply top and bottom? It should be 1. The conjugate pair is what? 1 plus square root of. So 3 plus square root of what? 3x squared minus 3. Okay. Times what? It should be, it was minus, so it should be multiplied by plus. 1 plus square root of 3x squared minus 3. Okay. The conjugate pair. Okay. So what you will get? What we will get there? 3 times 1, this is what? 3. Then plus 3 square root of what? 3x squared negative 3 plus square root of what? 3x squared negative 3. And then square root of 3x squared times square root of 3x squared minus 3 is what? Square square, it will become square root, it will become whole squared. So square root and squared gets cancelled out. So plus 3x squared minus what? 3. Okay, now the numerator is what? 1 minus 3x squared plus 3. Okay, so in the numerator we got 4 minus 3x squared. Fine. And in the numerator what we get? 3x squared there, so 3x squared plus 4 square root of 3x squared minus 3. 3x squared minus what? 3. Now is it the answer? Let's check it out. 3, yes, b times square root of 3x squared, exactly. So we got the value for a, that is what? A equals to 3, b equals to what? B equals to 4, and is there any c? No, only a and b. So that's the end of question number 9, part C. Okay, so this was the last video of this playlist. This playlist, this playlist consists of only P4 January 2024 paper. So I might have done mistakes or might not have done mistakes. Definitely you are the ones who will be going through all of the videos. So definitely if you find any lackings or if you can't understand any of the parts of this playlist, just leave a comment in the comment box of that specific video, and I'll definitely be ready to explain you again, no problem. So that's it, and that was all about January 2024 P4 paper. Thank you.